So, you're looking for a dog trainer. It can feel like a huge task, right? But honestly, it doesn't have to be. We're going to walk through how to find the perfect fit for you and your dog right here in Westchester.
I mean, let's be honest. Westchester is an awesome place to have a dog. You've got all that space at Stroud Preserve. So many spots are dog-friendly. There's just so much to do together.
But, it's not always a walk in the park, literally. Think about the busy sidewalks, the Saturday farmers market, or even just the crowds around campus. For a dog, that can be a lot.
And we've all had that moment, haven't we? Where your dog is just perfect at home, but then you get outside and it's like a completely different animal. That's really where good training comes in. It's about giving them the confidence to handle our vibrant town.
Okay, so where do we even begin? Well, before you start Googling trainers, the first step is to figure out what you actually want to achieve.
So take a minute and think about your dog. Is it a little puppy who's just learning the ropes? Or maybe you have an older dog with some, let's call them quirks you'd like to work on. Knowing where you're starting from is the key.
All right, here are some of the big ones people usually look for help with. See if any of these sound familiar. Maybe it's the leash pulling. I think we all know that feeling. Or maybe you just want your dog to come back when you call them, every single time. Nailing down what your goals are is going to make finding the right trainer so much easier. Okay, so you've got your list of goals. Awesome. Now, how do we find the right person to help? We're going to look at two main things: how they train and what kind of qualifications they have. You're going to hear a lot of terms thrown around, but the one you really want to look for is positive reinforcement. This is what modern, science-based training is all about. And it's not just about giving out treats. It's about building a real connection with your dog, one that's based on trust. Yeah, this is a really big deal. Modern training, the good stuff, makes learning fun. It builds your dog up. On the flip side, if you hear a trainer talking about being the alpha or using dominance, or if they suggest things like shock collars, that's a huge red flag. Those outdated methods can actually create more stress and anxiety, and nobody wants that.
Think of it this way. You probably wouldn't hire just anyone to fix your car, right? Same idea here. These letters after a trainer's name, like CPDTKA, they actually mean something. They show that the person has put in the work, passed exams, and is dedicated to keeping up with the best, most humane ways to train.
All right, so you've done some research, you have a few names, now it's time to actually talk to them. Let's get into what you should be asking and, what you can expect to pay.
Okay, let's talk money. You can see there are a few different ways to go, depending on your needs and your budget. Group classes are great for basic manners and getting your dog around other dogs. Private lessons are more focused on your specific issues. And then you have board and trains, which are much more intensive and usually for more significant behavior problems. Just to give you a quick benchmark, a one-on-one private lesson is typically going to run you somewhere between $110 and $170. Sometimes, just one or two of those can make a huge difference if you're stuck on a specific problem. So when you call a trainer, you want to be ready with some questions. Here are 4 really good ones to have in your back pocket. A good trainer will be totally open and happy to talk through all of this with you. You should feel like you're going to be a team.
So, you've been working hard. Your dog has a great sit in the living room. But what happens when you step outside? That's when things get real.
There's a term for this. It's called proofing. It basically means teaching your dog that their skills work everywhere, not just at home. So you start with sit in your quiet kitchen, then maybe you try it in the backyard, then at a quiet park. You slowly add more distractions. It's all about helping them succeed step by step. And the cool thing is, you have the best training spots right here in Westchester. You can practice loose leash walking at Stroud Preserve with all those squirrel distractions, or work on focus on the Chester Valley Trail when bikes go whizzing by. Even just a walk downtown becomes a training opportunity to stay calm in a crowd.
You know, when you get right down to it, training isn't just about commands. It's about building a better way to communicate with your dog. It's a conversation, and when that conversation is built on trust, you can handle pretty much anything together. And really, that's the goal, isn't it? To have a wonderful companion you can take anywhere in Westchester without stress. A well-trained dog gets to be a bigger part of your life, whether you're grabbing a coffee, meeting friends at the park, or just enjoying a walk. Good luck with your search, and happy training.